So here's one thing. So when you go on tomorrow morning, ask for departed agent funded loans. Okay.
Or closed out databases, basically.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. And then start there, but start with government loans because, you know, FHA streamlines and IRRRLs, right? Yep. So I would start there and then work because these people have business with you. But the way you approach them is important. Anytime you ever approach somebody, you always have to approach them as if it's happening, whether they want it or not. And it is a limited campaign, meaning it'll expire in 30 days. Does that make sense?
Yeah, put a timestamp on it and don't make it seem like, don't leave it open-ended like they have the option kind of just to like come revert back to it whenever they feel like it's already in the works, it's happening. So I'm not like you're taking advantage of somebody, but you're not necessarily giving them the option in this conversation to say, no, I don't want that. It's already happening, right?
Yeah,
so act on that.
Correct. Yeah. It's almost like entitlement. Like if you caught my FHA Streamline video on YouTube, right? You have to approach it like it's an entitlement. But when you compare it to the everyday new LO who's approaching a deal right now, the tonality of your approach is, hey, I was wondering if you're in the market, I could show you what options you have. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So it's an offer, you're fishing.
Yeah.
But if I called you and I said, hey, Ryan, this is Daniel, right, with New American Funding. As a client, for your loyalty, you have incentives that you're entitled to, and I want to show you what it means in terms of improving your term. So I can email it to you, or I can go over it with you real quick on this call. It's up to you.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, definitely.
So now it's not, hey, are you in the market? It's, yeah, go ahead and email it or tell me about it.
Because I already have something that's yours, but you need the information on it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? You're giving them outs. So if they're not ready to talk, they'll say, email it to me. Okay, cool. But when you email it to them, you're essentially just asking them, what would they want to do? Shorten the term, get cashed out, or things like that. You're just opening the dialogue. But you force the engagement to where now you get to go to the second phase. And a lot of LOs get caught up at the first phase because they're asking, like, hey, are you in the market? Or, hey, are you interested? Does that make sense?
Yeah, I feel like for the people that we're talking to, because I'm not necessarily like 100% cold calling, like I'm already talking to people that have some kind of interest. They're inquiring at some point. So that kind of cuts out step one, thankfully, for me. Mm-hmm. But still, because you want to like, a lot of people, I feel like a lot of new LOs, and I got caught up in this, especially too, when I was in our LC department, because, you know, as a loan coordinator calling out of the call center, that's what you want to do, is you don't want to seem like you're so annoying to people, right? So you want to make sure you're talking to somebody that cares about what you're talking about and you're presenting them with value. Like, hey, just wondering if you're still in the market. Just, you know, just calling you to make sure, like, are you still trying to refi your house? Like,
right. That's probably the script that you guys are given, right? So pay attention to tonality. So anytime you engage with somebody, it has to be as if it's already in motion. It's going to happen. But you're also dropping seeds of how easy it is because you're already with us. Because these are your portfolio clients, right?
Yep.
So you have all their information already.
Yeah.
So like, hey, it's super easy. We already have your information. It's just a matter of activating your entitlement. So it's super easy. It's almost like, why wouldn't you put this in place?
Yeah.
Does that make sense?